By supporting the Flower Valley Conservation Trust, that's where we found goodness. Pick n Pay, always there for you.
Welcome back to Expresso here on SABC3, your feel-good breakfast show. Now, the Pick n Pay Nice Oyster Festival is happening all the way up until the 7th of July. And if you have not made your way down there yet, then we're going to give you something to get those taste buds rolling, because this morning we're making a tempura oyster and vanilla dipping sauce. I tell you, I first want to taste before I'm going to trust that it's going to taste good. How are you, Chef? Chef Chart in the house?
Always well and always fabulous to be back on set.
I know.
Just so simple but so eloquent at the same time.
You're always bringing things that are a little different, though.
We've got to. I think we're going to really push those boundaries, because like this tempura, you can do so much with it. You don't have to just do oysters. Obviously oysters because of the Oyster Festival, so go out there, go and explore. I think it's a great, great festival. But then again, you can use lots of veg to go with it as well. So it's very, very versatile.
And today it's all about vanilla, so I want to see this vanilla
dipping sauce. It is indeed. So vanilla sauce, what do we got? Let's do a little dipping sauce. I've got a bit of, oh, smell that. Is that like revolting? Anyway, it's good old fish sauce. It's basically fermented fish. So anyway, a little splash of fish sauce. It's going to give it a little saltiness, but I don't want that sort of frot fish in there. Anyway, anyway, a little bit of garlic as well, a little bit of chili as well into there, and then we've got some ginger. So now you got that wonderful sweet aroma coming through as well, and then our vanilla sort of extract there. All right, so a little bit of vanilla extract, or vanilla paste, whatever you like to call it, instead of sort of palm sugar, because palm sugar we use as a sweetening agent in any sort of oriental sauce. And if I can get you to sort of slice it in half for me, I'm going to do a bit of a squeeze, and I'm going to mix that. Oh, we've got rolling limes all over the show, and then go on. I'd like you to squeeze a generous amount of lime into there, and that's going to give us a wonderful freshness to it. So you can imagine a bit of heat, a bit of garlic, that ginger, very aromatic, and you got those lovely speckles of vanilla. How's that?
Oh, lovely.
Oh, indeed it is. So let's have a bit of a taste to make sure we're happy with everything.
Are you happy?
A little bit more lime. Oh, absolutely. Go on. A little squeeze into there.
Oh. Come on, lime.
There we go. That's it.
Okay,
cool. Thank you very much. So that's your little dipping sauce. So simple, so easy, done dusted. That can keep you in the fridge for a couple of days as well. Anyway, on to our tempura. Now, any idea what tempura is?
I don't have an idea what tempura is.
Shall we?
Okay.
This is my version of tempura. That, what you just see, is when that dress of the lady sort of floats by, you can just see the silhouette of the leg underneath. That is tempura. Although don't go and tell your lady friend that you've just been tempura. But anyway, I didn't tell you. But that is tempura, revealing dress. So to have that, take a little bit of flour. Okay, so equal quantities of flour as well as corn flour into the bowl. And then a little bit of baking powder. It's going to give us that lightness, that fluffiness. Lovely. So in that goes, and then some really cold water. So ice cold water into here. And we're just going to make that batter. Now, make sure it's not a thin batter either. I want it to sort of actually coat each of those oysters. So in with a little bit more, and then just gradually add it in. You can put a few blocks of ice if you like as well. And that keeps it really, really cold. You can imagine working in a kitchen that's super, super hot. So you want to make sure you have this sort of cold batter, because that's the real trick to any bit of deep frying. It's frying from really, really cold to excruciating hot. That's what you want, that heat. So it's that variation in temperatures, and that's when you're going to get that lovely crispy batter, and also it's going to cook very, very quickly, and you can remove it as quickly as possible so it doesn't absorb any excess oil.
That's a great tip that you've just given us. And while you're mixing that, if you would like the recipe this morning for our tempura oyster and, oyster and vanilla dipping sauce, all you have to do is SMS the word oyster to 33728. We'll send you your Pick n Pay shopping list and the link to the recipe, and you could be making this as well. I don't know if you know this, but during the Oyster Festival, 200,000 oysters gets consumed. Did you know that?
200,000 oysters, and here's our nearly tens of oysters.
And we've got just like a few of those 200,000.
Wow, that's an incredible amount of oysters. I think it's a great sort of product to enjoy. Anyway, let's just sort of do the finger test. Make sure it sort of just covers the back of your finger. That's what you want. So now you're ready to
that's how you know that it's the right consistency.
Absolutely. So let's take our lovely little oysters and just sort of slide them into your lovely little sort of batter that we've got here. You could put a bit of beer if you wanted to, or another sort of flavor component, some chili flakes as well. So there's lots of different goodies you can get from your local Pick n Pay that you can put together.
I like the fact that there's so many different ways that you can have them as well, that you can eat them. It's not just one particular way.
Anyway, so oil, 180 degrees. So make sure the dog, the cat, out the kitchen.
Everybody's out the kitchen.
Yeah, out the way, and we're going to sort of glide it across to us there. All right, so into a very, very hot pan there. And then you can hear that sort of bubbling away there.
I see how you're just gliding it across.
Just glide it away, you know. Don't worry about the guys in the cameras and all the rest of it.
Of course,
bit of oil splattering there. But anyway, just very, very carefully. And what you'll get is you're going to see this lovely revealing dress just now.
Wow.
So,
is that why you're gliding it to get all of these different...
Absolutely, all these lovely sort of tassels sort of going back on itself there.
That's fantastic.
And literally, it's a couple of seconds. It's all it's going to take there. Pop it out there.
Ooh.
I mean, look at those. This is what I want. I want that lovely trailing dress, and you can just see the bit of oyster as well. So let those drain, and then just to quickly serve it up all together is we're going to take our dipping sauce and pop that straight into our little serving bowl, so you can dunk that into there. And the great thing about this little recipe, by the way, as well, is you can make this in advance and just pop it into the oven for 5 minutes.
Yes.
And it'll keep lovely and crispy for about half an hour.
Wow.
And then take those lovely little chaps.
And it'll probably get a little browner as well, too, hey?
You can, they'll get it slightly brown, but you want to keep it lovely and pale as well at the same time.
Keep it like that.
How's that? I mean, there we go.
Ooh,
there's our revealing dress there, but you have all these lovely sort of tassels coming off it, and that is tempura oysters with a gorgeous vanilla dipping sauce.
Before we get into that, why don't we take a look at how we made this one more time?
Mix together fish sauce, vanilla, chili, garlic, ginger and lime juice. Combine flour, corn flour and baking powder, then whisk in enough cold water to form a thin batter. Dip oysters in the batter, then into the oil. Fry until golden. Drain, then serve with the dipping sauce.
That keyword once again is oyster. SMS that to 33728. We'll send you your Pick and Pay shopping list and the link to the recipe, and you could be making this very delicious tempura oyster with vanilla dipping sauce. While we head over to you and Chef Chart, shall we get in there?
Absolutely, I think why not? It'll be sad not to.
I want to take a big one.
The big one with the revealing parts. So have your bit of dressed oyster, I guess.
Yumsies. Well, the two of us enjoy this. Thank you so much for making this yummy
Absolute
recipe
pleasure.
for us.
Always great to be here.
Ewan, over to you, my friend.
Goodness can be found in encouraging greatness at the Junior Runners Academy in Soweto. Pick and Pay, always there for you.